Internet, Eric here. Marvelous May is continuing. What that is all through the month of May, I will be discussing, unless I have a live stream planned or a specific movie that I really want to talk about, that will be happening soon. All through the month of May, I will be discussing movies that are based on Marvel Comics or Marvel comic characters, but are not part of the MCU. Today, a favorite of mine, one that a lot of people seem to overstep or don't think about when we specifically think of Marvel films. It is the MCU, but a lot of people think maybe Spider Man or, to a lesser extent, maybe Ghost Rider. But today, I'm going to talk about one that honestly helped kick off the Marvel train. If it wasn't the one that initially did it, today I'm going to talk about Blade. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot spoilers, specific scenes, what have you. Basic plot of this is we are following Blade, who is a hunter of vampires, but is also half vampire himself. He was infected with the vampire virus when he was still in his mother's womb, and he was born taken in by a man named Whistler, played by Chris Christopherson, and they are basically trying to hunt vampires all around the world and, cleanse the earth of them type of thing. While this is happening, Stephen Dorff plays Deacon Frost, a guess you would say a member of the High Society of Vampires. I don't fucking know what it's called. But he is trying to decipher old timey text, lack of a better term, to, I guess you would say, resurrect this ancient god and make him the all powerful vampire. Basically, it. I really like this one. This one is really, really good. This was, first off, let's just get to it. Wesley Snipes. This was my first introduction to Wesley Snipes as a martial artist. I'd seen him before, like White Men Can't Jump. Um, I'd seen him in Tu Wong Fu. Thank you for everything, Julie Newmar. And I'd seen him in Demolition Man, so I knew he could kick ass, but I didn't know he was a skilled martial artist. He is amazing in this film. When it comes to his martial arts, just the skill this man alone shows. He's very gruff, very menacing, very stoic, very dangerous. He's so good, and he doesn't obviously do a lot of emoting other than some anger, and he's a great, great character, and there's a reason why everyone cheered in Deadpool and Wolverine when he walked out. Spoilers, movie's been out long enough. If it hasn't been spoiled for you by now, I'm surprised. So he's great. Stephen Dorff. Stephen Dorff is a great, I think, underappreciated actor. He's come a long way since The Gate as a child actor. He's very intense. He's also very he's good at keeping that anger, that hatred bottled up. Like he's a good foil, I guess you would say, for Blade, but he's also real good at trying to one up all the other, I don't know if they're technically vampire elders, but basically the ones in the coven that outrank him. Like, I love his relationship with Udo Kerr. He just despises Udo Kerr and just cannot wait to kill this man or this vampire, and he does. And it's a great scene. Udo Kerr, he's great. Come on, it's Udo. He Udo never gives a bad performance, no matter what movie he's in, and he ranges in from great films to a lot of shit. He has, well, I guess you'd say, I don't know if he's a sidekick, but there is I think the actress's name is Inbush Wright. I never knew how to pronounce her name correctly. Yeah, Inbush Wright. Fuck, I don't know. She is, I guess you would say she's one of the victims of the vampires. She's attacked by, by Donald Logue. She's a doctor. She's attacked by Donald Logue. She's turned into a vampire, or she's slowly turning into a vampire. Blade cures her, and she joins Blade and Whistler to help stop Deacon Frost. She's really good. She is a great, strong female character. She kicks a lot of ass. Love her. Let's get to the character of Whistler, Chris Christopherson. Best character in the whole movie. Badass. He's got some great lines. He's just a dude you don't want to fuck with. I don't know how old Chris was in this movie when he made it. He recently passed. He looks like he's fucking in his 70s, and I still wouldn't want to mess with the dude. He's a great father figure to Blade. He is also great at basically telling Blade, this is the way it is. And he's a wise man, and he's great at making the weapons. He's great at saving the day. Fantastic. Donald Logue. I always like Donald. Donald is I guess you would say, Deacon Frost's errand boy. And Donald, lots of times lately, is good at getting dramatic roles. Here, he's still in his like comedy phase, like Grounded for Life, and what other? He's always playing like the goofy characters, and he is the smart ass second banana to Deacon Frost. He's like Bob the Goon to Jack Napier's Joker, that type of thing. He's really good. He's funny at times, but he's not that annoying sidekick that you just want to punch in the fucking face. He does his job, and he's great. And there's some other side characters here and there. There's the ex boyfriend, I guess you would say, of In Bush Wright. He's there to be attacked by a vampire. He's fine. Other characters sprinkled here and there. They're fine. I don't know who plays that big fucking blob. Does it say in? No, it doesn't say in the credits. But there's also this weird character who knows all the inside info for the Vampire Coven, played by. Was it? I don't know if it was the dude from all the Kevin Smith films that lost all the weight. That was also on My Name Is Earl, or that fat dude from Problem Child 2. Anyways, that's a disgusting character, but that's going to get me into the makeup effects. The makeup effects for that character was really, really good. It's literally just this 500-pound blobby mess that's so fat it can't get out of bed. 1 second. Sorry about that. Allergies. This huge, giant blob type of creature, human, vampire, I don't know. Its name is Pearl. It's played by a man. Pearl, I'm assuming it's a woman. Just a disgusting look. And it fit, so I liked it. So the practical effects for that is great. The blood. Oh, there's also Tracy Lords. She does what Tracy Lords does. Plays a whore, tries to bring a guy into to be a victim for all the vampires. That's what Tracy does. She's always the whore. Anyways, the gore. The gore is, you know what? I'm not gonna say the gore is really over the top. The bites are pretty vicious, because when Bush Wright gets bit, that's bloody. When her ex boyfriend is bit, that's bloody. Donald Logue, in the opening sequence, when Blade kicks the shit out of him, sets him on fire, so he comes back to life in the hospital, and he's a crispy critter. You know what I mean? The burned skin looks really, really good, pulling the ashes off, so that's good. But it's not overly bloody, but it's violent because when Blade takes out the vampires, he stabs them with silver or shoots them with silver bullets or knives or whatever he does. Excuse me. They just engulf in CGI flame and turn into ashy skeletons. I love it. It's the first time I've ever seen it done, and it's a way to get past to keep that R rating, but still show how violent and cool killing vampires is. So I like that effect, and we see it full force in this opening sequence. I talked to you about Tracy Lords. She is bringing a dude. I don't know if she is a hooker or if she's just a chick that he picked up at the bar. Takes him to this underground rave, and everybody's dancing. And it's a great sequence because they're all dancing. He's in the middle of nowhere, and then suddenly he sees some red droplets on his hands. And he looks up, and then the sprinkler system turns on, and you have the DJ open up his arms, and the word bloodbath is behind him, and just blood starts raining down on everybody, and he's the only human there. All the vampires are going after him, kicking the shit out of him, getting ready to attack him, and then there's Blade. And Blade does what Blade does. Slices and dices, turns them into ash, blowing them up, stabbing them, setting Donald Logue on fire. He's great. I really like the scene where, even though I've never really liked it when vampires wear sunblock, there's a really great scene where Deacon Frost and Blade are talking during the day. Deacon's wearing fucking sunblock. And to show how evil Deacon is, he's hiding behind a child. And to get away, he throws that child into traffic, and Blade has to save that child. Great. Loved it. Let's see here. The final confrontation is really good. Deacon has deciphered the ancient hieroglyphics, or whatever the fuck you want to say it. And he's getting all the blood that he needs, and he needs the blood of the Daywalker. The Daywalker is, basically, like I said, Blade was infected with the vampire virus in the womb because his mom was pregnant, and that's when she was bitten. So he needs the Daywalker's blood. It happens because Blade meets his mom after all these years. She calls him Eric. which is his real name. And he's betrayed and all that stuff because he thinks she's going to help him and she's with Deacon Frost. It's one of those fucking stupid situations. But anyways, they get the blood from him. He's weakened. Bush Wright allows Blade to bite her. So he gets his strength back. And you have this really good sword fight between Blade and Deacon Frost. Problem is, though, Deacon Frost has the power to regenerate. And that's not the problem, because we've seen Donald Logue regenerate earlier in the film. He had his arm cut off and he's slowly growing a new one back. Or he took another guy's arm and sewed it on. It happens off screen. But there's a scene where Blade slices Deacon Frost in half and Deacon's body separates. And the worst 1998 red, thick CGI blood still keeps his torso and his upper body connected, and it just pulls him back together. His hand is sliced off and it turns to ash, but then, you have the bad CGI blood, and then Deacon Frost, he's all better. Looks bad. I get it. Product of its time. Don't care. Still looks bad. What else is there about this film? Oh, Whistler is eventually attacked. And Blade finds him, and he has been beaten to death, and it's great. It's a great scene where Whistler's giving the bullets to take himself out. You hear the gunshot. You see the gun fall. It sucks. Great character. Yeah, I really, really dig this film. There really isn't that many negative aspects to it. It might seem a little long. It's 2 hours exactly. I like Blade explaining what familiars are. Basically, the errand boys for vampires during the day. I like that. I like when he attacks the familiar and finds out this is Deacon Frost's errand boy. That type of stuff. Wesley is great, and Bush Wright is great. Stephen Dorff is great. Udo Kier is great. Chris Christopherson is great. Donald Logue is great. Everybody's fucking great. Tracy Lords looks great. Action is fantastic. Motherfuckers are always trying to skate up. What is it? Ice skate uphill. So he's got some great lines. Great violence with the stabbings and the vampires exploding into ash, and that's just a cool concept. Wesley Snipes is just kicking ass. I've already repeated myself because I think this film is that much fun. It's really, really good. And it is one of those rare cases where I don't know if the second one is better than the first. It's pushing it. I'm going to go watch the second one for the first time in God knows how long. And then I'll talk the third one. But as of right now, Blade, fantastic movie. And it should get more credit for help jump-starting Marvel films, because Howard the Duck couldn't fucking do it, that's for sure. Yeah, highly enjoy Blade. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment below, click the bell, all that jazz. Tell me what you think. Do you like Blade? Do you love Blade? Do you hate Blade? Could you give two shits? Like I said, up next after this, Blade 2, then Blade Trinity. I'll have a video for Punisher Warzone soon, and then I'm going to do some TV movies concerning Marvel. I'm going to do X-Men, some X-Men films, but I'm also going to go to some TV movies. Generation X. I haven't seen that X-Men TV movie since it was first debuted when I was in high school on Fox. All I remember is Jubilee's the leader, and Matt Frewer, of all fucking people, is the villain. Doctor Strange. There was a TV movie in the 70s. Can check that out. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., David Hasselhoff, gonna suck. 3 Incredible Hulk films I want to try to get to, TV movies, and then Ang Lee's Hulk. Then we'll see what else I can think of. I don't know. Man-Thing. Gonna throw that one in there because why the fuck not? Well, that's it. I'm babbling. Marvelous May has been great. And like I said earlier, nothing but Marvel films, non-MCU this month unless a live stream is planned. Don't have one planned, but also if I have a video planned for a movie I want to talk about. Recently, I came into contact with actor Robert Lasardo, who has been in everything. He recently sent me the screener for his new film, 2024, that he starred in, wrote and directed, called American Trash. Very excited if you know who Robert Lasardo is. Like I said, he's been in everything from all the way back with Moving with Richard Pryor to The Mule with Clint Eastwood. He's worked with them all. One Time Sizemore's last films. So I'm very interested. And I did tell him I'll be 100% honest, positive or negative. But that's it. That's all I have planned other than the Marvelous May stuff. Rambling. Cheers.